Making sense of relative clauses. Defining versus non-defining clauses. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we're going to delve into a particularly interesting aspect of English grammar: relative clauses. More specifically, we're going to look at the distinction between defining and non-defining relative clauses with the use of which. Get ready to explore the nuances of English that will help you speak and write more naturally and accurately. First things first, let's quickly recap what relative clauses are. Relative clauses are types of dependent clauses that provide additional information about a noun. These clauses are introduced by relative pronouns, such as who, that, which, etc. For example, consider this sentence. The book, which is on the table, is mine. Here, which is on the table, is a relative clause providing extra information about the noun, book. Understanding the difference between defining and non-defining relative clauses is essential. Defining relative clauses, also known as essential or restrictive relative clauses, give us necessary information to understand who or what we're talking about. If you remove this kind of clause, the sentence's meaning changes significantly. For instance, the book that is on the table is mine. Here, that is on the table, is a defining clause. It tells us exactly which book we're talking about. On the other hand, non-defining relative clauses, also called non-essential or non-restrictive relative clauses, add extra information to the sentence. However, if you remove this clause, the main meaning of the sentence doesn't change. These are usually set off by commas. For example, my book, which is on the table, is a mystery novel. Here, which is on the table, is a non-defining clause. It gives additional information about where my book is, but it's not essential to know what book I'm talking about. Now, let's focus on which, used in non-defining relative clauses. In non-defining clauses, which can refer to a whole clause or a specific thing mentioned earlier in the sentence. For example, I finished my work early, which is unusual for me. Here, which refers to the whole situation of finishing work early. This additional information is not essential, but it gives more context. Remember, in non-defining relative clauses with which, you must separate the clause with commas, and you can't substitute which with that. And that's it for today's lesson on defining versus non-defining relative clauses with which. By understanding and applying these rules, you can add depth and precision to your English communication. We hope this lesson was helpful and made these concepts clearer for you. Keep practicing, and see you in the next lesson.